Hello, and welcome back to episode 5 of Cook.
So in this episode is titled, music. So today we will be, talking about music, everything related to music, sharing our own, personal experiences. As kids, I listen to. I mean, yeah, as a child, I listened to a lot of music. I guess I started off, YouTube was a big thing for me, so I listened to a lot of, YouTube related music. I guess, back in 2014, like I said in the previous episodes, I listened to a lot of Katy Perry. So she was a big, phase in my life, I guess. Yeah, I guess I started off listening to pop. What about you?
I think it was the same for me as well. Like I started with YouTube Music, and then I went on from there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think I was a big Justin Bieber fan. Like
Yeah.
I used to like listen to Baby and stuff. I remember I made my that was like one of the first songs I made my cousin listen to as well, and then she was like obsessed with it.
Mhm.
So I think Bieber was like a big phase in my life, and then even Katy Perry, I was obsessed with Fireworks. That was a very OG song.
Definitely.
I remember I used to listen to it like in first grade and like, I don't know, second grade. And then, yeah, that's how I got introduced.
Definitely.
So,
I remember the Belieber phase, my Belieber phase very vividly. Like
yeah.
I think this was around when I was in like PP1, something UKG or something. So when Justin Bieber like initially released the song Baby, I think it was all over the news, even in Indian news channels. I remember like getting ready for school, and my mom would play the song on the TV, and then I was like, oh, okay, wow, that's a good song. So I guess similarly I started listening to a lot of Justin Bieber because that's what was popular at the time. And yeah, I guess that's how I started off. And I think school also really played like a big role in my music taste because as kids, I remember a lot of my classmates were listening to One Direction.
Oh my gosh, One Direction. That was iconic.
Yeah, I think it's called Drag Me Down. Very popular at the
Yeah.
time.
I think they had like another song which was like pretty popular. I remember the music video like so distinctly. I just can't put my finger on the song. I need to think about it.
I know What Makes You Beautiful was.
Yeah, that song. Yeah.
I guess that's what you're talking
What
about.
makes you beautiful? Yeah. I remember I used to like binge the music video. I was obsessed with it for some reason. And then I think I also had like a Ed Sheeran phase.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember the first like actual song I listened to by myself was it was a Maroon 5 song actually. It was called Animals.
Oh my gosh, Animals.
I don't know because back when I was in first grade, everyone was listening to Animals. So I watched the music video. It traumatized me as a kid, obviously, because I mean, if you watch the music video, you probably know there's a lot of there's a lot of things that happen. So I guess that's the first time I was sort of introduced to music. That was like the first actual song I listened to, Maroon 5. And yeah, I think apart from that, One Direction, that was something that was really popular, so I listened to that as well. And I guess first grade was when I actually started getting into music, like popular music.
Me too. Yeah. I feel like I was also pretty obsessed with Maroon 5, but I used to listen to Girls Like You a lot. That was so popular. I remember the music video so distinctly, like all the like popular celebrities and everything.
Yeah.
That was a very iconic music video because like I would recognize all the artists, and then
Definitely.
But it was pretty amazing. Yeah.
I guess that phase. I mean, first grade was when I started listening to music. I think that was back when I was in Bangalore, right? So, music really wasn't, a huge thing in my school. I guess that's what people were listening to, but, people really didn't get into it because obviously, they were first graders. But again, I went to a very conservative school. But yeah, I think eventually when I moved to Hyderabad, in fourth grade, that's when, people started getting hardcore.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's when Shape of You just came out, like back in 2017. So yeah, I
think it was 2016. Was it 2016?
Maybe. I don't know because I moved to I started school here in 2017. That's when Shape of You, and I think another Justin Bieber song, I think it was called Cold Water.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, those two were very popular at the time. So those were again big songs I listened to a lot back in, fourth grade. Yeah.
I mean, it was the same for me. I also listened to like again like Shape of You and stuff like that, and then there was also that like small phase where Despacito became super popular.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
What was your first interaction with music?
I think for me, I listened, those nostalgic songs by like, Katy Perry. Wait, actually, I think basically one time like, I was at my friend's house and they had Just Dance. Okay, so I think I was little, yeah.
Ooh.
So like back then they had all of those like old songs, I know like Call Me Maybe or something, and yeah. So afterwards
Call
I'd
Me
like
Maybe,
come
yeah.
home and listen to that, and I'd be like, whoa. And then it just sort of went from there.
Yeah, I think same. I had an Xbox 360. I didn't play Just Dance. It was a dance game. I think it was called Dance Central, and that's when I was introduced to OG 2000 hip hop. So I listened to a lot of Lady Gaga when I was in PB1. Yeah, Lady Gaga and Soulja Boy. Yeah, because that was on the game. Okay, like
Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cranberry. Yeah. Now, I think that
Soulja Boy was so iconic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. And then also, as you went on from there, like, as we grew up, I would hear a lot about different artists in school, and then I would try it out at home. And that's how I got introduced to like the whole hip hop thing. And now I just listen to hip hop, pop, and all of that.
Wait, so I'm sure like
Yeah.
all of us listen to a lot of hip hop. So like when exactly, do you remember when you started getting into hip hop?
I think it was probably like I think 2017, 2016, if I'm not wrong. That was like the first time I genuinely got into hip hop and stuff. But
Probably like 2018
but maybe it would have
for
been
me.
but I think that was like the first time I genuinely listened to hip hop and stuff. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. I think okay, so I remember my dad had like a playlist. Like, every time we traveled, he had this specific playlist, and in the playlist was "Humble" by Kendrick Lamar. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I think that's the first hip hop song I ever listened to. It was a song by Kendrick Lamar. You definitely know the song "Humble."
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we listened. I always listened to that because it was just on the playlist. So I think that's when I started getting into hip hop back in like fourth grade. And then I think I guess during COVID was a big thing that happened. So during that era, I listened to a lot of hip hop because of I guess. I mean, yeah, it's embarrassing to admit it, but yeah, I guess social media played a huge role in popularizing hip hop at the time. So everyone was listening to hip hop. So I started getting into hardcore hip hop during COVID.
Actually, now that I think about it, I was probably more into hip hop in like 2020, if I'm not wrong, like COVID era. Yeah. I mean, I remember like the first. I think I was like listening to Eminem for a bit. I mean, like his most popular. We used to listen to rap god and stuff, but my brother was a major influence in me listening to hip hop because like he used to listen to it all the time, and then I just went on from there. So, I mean, the popular ones definitely like 50 Cent, Tupac.
Definitely, yeah.
He was major.
Yeah,
and like Jay-Z.
Yeah. Beyonce as well. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean,
that was pretty major for me.
Definitely. Yeah, I think I'm not sure, but you remember the time when like Travis Scott had like a concert in Fortnite?
What?
Yeah, he had a virtual concert in Fortnite. I don't know. This was a long time ago, but I think Goosebumps and Sicko Mode, they were quite popular at the time. I think that was around when I was in again fourth grade and fifth grade. So I started listening to a lot of Travis Scott as well, during because of the Fortnite thing that happened. So a lot of my friends, were really into Fortnite at the time, and they were listening to a lot of Travis Scott. So that's how I got into it.
I mean, Travis Scott was pretty popular as well at that time, and it still is.
Definitely.
Yeah, like you said, in fourth grade and fifth grade. Yeah, it was pretty popular. And then also like I remember I used to listen to like even Kanye was pretty popular at that time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I started getting to Kanye like pretty late. I wasn't that big of a Kanye fan. In fact, the Taylor Swift and Kanye feud that happened. So yeah, I mean, I knew that the feud was happening like back in like sixth grade and all, and I was on Taylor's side at the time, okay, because I genuinely did not like Kanye West during like sixth grade and all. I was like a hardcore Taylor Swift fan.
Interesting. Okay.
I know I probably haven't told you guys before, but yeah, I wasn't. In fact, I did unfollow Kanye West because of that, because of the whole Jewish thing that happened.
Wow.
I unfollowed him, and then I follow him now. I've refollowed him because his music, his old music, I guess, slaps, like
Yeah.
his old OG albums, I guess, Jesus and College Dropout, and yeah, those are OG albums.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, even Snoop Dogg was pretty popular. Like if you talk about like the 2000s and stuff, he was like running the game at that time.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, Snoop Dogg was like a major artist at that time. I think I mainly got introduced to Snoop Dogg because of my brother. I think he played a big part when me listening to hip hop music in general.
That's interesting.
But
yeah, I mean, apart from hip hop, I've been, delving into a lot of other genres as well. I've been recently listening to a lot of, more calm music, I guess. I've been listening to Men I Trust, Lovey, I don't know.
Yeah. Lovey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bieber Doobie, that specific genre. So I like that specific type of music as well. So I mean, hip hop isn't my main thing. I just do a lot of other things on the side, and yeah, I find those type of too interesting, I guess. I don't know.
Me too. I mean, I also listen to like a wide genre. I've been getting into like R&B more. I feel like R&B is really chill sometimes. So it's like nice to unwind to. Even like indie sometimes. I feel like indie, it depends on like the genre, but then I don't know why it's pretty hype, but it's not hype enough to, do extensive activities with.
I agree. Yeah, I think indie music, I feel like, people try to find indie bands to how they're like, some people, they have this specific personality of trying not to be mainstream, trying to find more underground bands, because I guess that I guess you get street credit or whatever, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people have been listening to a lot of indie bands. I know, because I mean, indie bands genuinely, they have really good music. I mean, I've listened to a lot of indie bands on the side. I listen to I don't know if you consider this indie. I listen to Wilbur Soot's band Lovejoy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I think that like during that whole phase I had in like grade 7, like the whole Minecraft YouTubers and stuff. But yeah, that's an interesting way. Yeah, I've listened to like a few of his songs.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't that big of Wilbur Soot. I listened to like one of the songs, and I genuinely like the band. Like, they release a lot of good music.
Yeah, Lovejoy is a good one. Yeah.
Lovejoy is pretty popular. Yeah. I mean, mainly I listen to like whenever I'm trying to study or something, I would listen to indie music or like R&B because it really helps. Yeah. And like novel, like just no lyric music, because you can't go wrong with that. Lo-fi.
Yeah, lo-fi.
Yeah, lo-fi. I mean, I used to be into lo-fi, like, I don't know, like when I first like properly, as you get older, you actually have to properly study. I tried to do lo-fi, and then I mean, it wasn't for me. Personally, I like study with video game soundtracks. I don't know. I personally don't find the beats of lo-fi. It doesn't help me concentrate as much as video game music does.
For me, I remember I had like this little phase where I used to listen to movie soundtracks, like movie songs, as like to like focus on studies. But then I quickly realized I cannot focus, so like I now just study in silence if I can, or like white noise or like brown noise or something.
Okay.
That's so real. Honestly, I understand, because I mean, for me, the only time I listen to music while I study is during math, because you don't really have to think.
Okay, yeah. Again, it depends on the subject as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you said you listen to a lot of lo-fi. Personally, I like lo-fi too, but I prefer listening to jazz.
That's
Ooh,
also
jazz.
a great. Yeah, that's also a great one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like
Jazz.
very into jazz, but it's a nice genre. It's a really, nice.
So you all were talking about gaming music. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so I mean, there's I'm pretty sure we talked about it in gaming episode. So like you mentioned Nintendo and stuff. There's a lot of calming tracks from Nintendo actually. There's Animal Crossing. Um
Oh
and I
yeah,
mean
yeah, yeah.
music from Animal Crossing is really nice to listen to. And even like other games like the Kirby games and like some parts from like Mario. Some of those are nice as well. And then there's also like games like Genshin Impact. I mean, I haven't played it, but I mean, some of the soundtracks are okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big gaming music fan, but I mean, I know like the popular ones and stuff like that. But yeah, I understand when you said like you listen to more video game music to focus on like studying and stuff. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Exactly. I mean, you said movie soundtracks as well. Like, what? Can you give some examples?
I feel like
I mean,
the OG ones like Interstellar, Inception, James Bond
okay.
theme songs. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I get
that
that.
that was big. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are really catchy. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to study if I
Exactly.
listen to those. Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and there's also other soundtracks. I mean, especially we're talking about like more calm music. You know Studio Ghibli, right? We talked about it in the last episode about movies. So I mean,
Yeah.
they also like their movies have really nice soundtracks as well.
They do,
So
yeah.
yes, exactly, very nice. I'm more of
Yeah.
a calm person. Again, as Shika mentioned, she mentioned like Men I Trust, and Lovi, and I
Yeah.
mean also Mitski as well. Like I listen to all of those artists because
Mhm.
it's just my thing.
I've
Yeah.
been getting into I've been getting into like Mike DeMarco's music as well. I feel like he
Yeah,
has
Oh.
really calming music. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I
Did you
think
all see that new album that I think
I
did he
did.
delete it or something?
No,
Or was it or
I'm
is
not
it still there?
sure. I'm not sure which album you're talking about. I remember this one time he released an album full of just
Yeah,
I
that.
think I think there were a lot of tracks like about like
I think there were
50
like over 100 or something.
over
No wait,
100.
was it 50? I don't know. But
I
I
don't
but
know.
there were a lot of tracks and there was just like
Yeah.
numbers. But
And there, yeah,
yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty calming. I feel like his music, especially that album itself, was pretty good for studying. So
definitely.
yeah, I loved that also. Yeah.
I feel like artists like Mark DeMarco, I mean, obviously they've had like a really, I assume he'd had like a big fan base before he got famous, but I think these specific type of artists, when it comes to Lavi and Bieber Doobie, I think a lot of majority of the exposure that they get is essentially from social media. I mean, that's how I discovered them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that one trending song that I mean it was trending. You know, the one by Palfu and Biba Doobie,
Yeah.
Deathbed. I think. Yeah. I mean, I.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I got introduced to that song, and you know, like that one like part of the song that keeps on repeating over and over again.
Yeah.
It's from one of Biba Doobie's songs, so I got into it like that way. So yeah, as you said, social media and like trending music and stuff.
I think I also got into like Loki's music through TikTok and then Diva Doobie as well. But originally I did not know that she was in the song, that Deathbed song. But then once I like when she got more popular with like more popular songs of hers, like Blue Song and all,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
it was then I was like more into her music and stuff. But yeah, I feel like TikTok has really highlighted people's careers in general and
Again, yeah,
enhanced
this
them.
links back to the social media episode.
Yeah.
A
I mean, it's
big
launched a lot of
influence.
careers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, just a
And
short
then,
snippet of a song, like just short snippets of a song can like really like boost how many listens it gets and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's songs that like a part of it sounds really good, and like once you've listened to that, is it just me? Like you listen to that one part and then like
I feel like for me, when I listen to that one part, maybe like from a clip or something, and then I listen to the entire song, I don't like the entire song as much as I like that one
exactly.
specific part.
Definitely, yeah. I totally
Yeah,
relate
that's
to
just
it.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was this one song, I think it was called $1 Million Baby. It got pretty
Yes.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a specific part of the song that I like that, it wasn't part of the initial, clip that got popular. So I totally relate to, that. Yeah, I think the artist of the song is called Tommy Richards. I'm not sure. But
Yeah, I think so.
actually, before he, got famous, with the song, I think he was on Brent Faiyaz's like album. I think it was Brent Faiyaz's new album. I think the
Oh, the
song's
Larger Than Life?
Larger Than Life, yeah. He was actually on the album, which I did not find about. Like I found out about it, recently. So there's a track called Upset, and I was like, oh, this sounds like vaguely like similar because the type of music, it's pretty similar. All of the music he releases is pretty similar. So I was like, okay, this sounds similar, and then that's how I found out. Oh, he was on like Brent Faiyaz's album. So I mean, yeah, I guess I kind of did listen to him before he got popular.
That's interesting. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to the album like once. I didn't listen to it much, but
Exactly.
I didn't know
haven't
that it
listened
was
to
the
it
same
much.
singer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So I
nice.
mean,
That's nice to know.
yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah. I feel like coming back to like the whole TikTok and stuff, like how it's launched careers. I feel like we really should talk about TikTok artists and how they've
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
tried, quote unquote, tried to make a name for themselves in the music industry. And like, how are they doing? Especially like Dixie D'Amelio. I don't know if you all heard her song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
I was on a
I haven't listened to like I listened to like I don't know, 5 seconds of a song, and yeah, I get what you mean by the quote unquote, trying to make music.
make it, yeah, trying to make it in the industry. I feel like some of her songs are okay, but I'm like not a fan. From like her popular ones that I've heard of, but yeah, I feel like she's come out with a couple albums. Maybe I'm not sure though. But
Wait, her music career is still alive today? I did not know.
Yeah, I think she came out with one album, if I'm not wrong. But like her most popular song was that "Be Happy" song. I think it came out in 2020.
I personally haven't really listened properly to her music, so. But I mean, I know. How is it?
Yeah, I was really like big on TikTok, so I mean, I was obsessed with the D'Amelio twins. So I was there for the premiere when the music was premiering on YouTube. Yeah,
wow.
I was in the car. I was in the car with my friend. We were going back home, and then I was on my iPad. I was like, oh,
wow.
Dixie D'Amelio is releasing her new song, so I was like, okay, I need to listen to this. So I was a hardcore D'Amelio fan, Dixie D'Amelio fan. So I was into the TikTok music thing, when it happened during 2020. So yeah, I guess yeah, I'm not embarrassed. I mean, I kind of am embarrassed, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I did listen to a lot of TikTok songs back in 2020.
I'm pretty sure even like who's the other artist? I think Nessa Barrett.
Oh,
Nessa Barrett and Addison Rae. Yeah, both of them.
Addison Rae. I mean, I know Addison Rae like, for the movie. Did she make music?
She did. She actually did, and then it was pretty popular. I forgot what it was called or something.
I think it's called Obsessed, right?
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
Obsessed. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, yeah, I remember.
That one song, yeah. That was so popular.
Yeah, I mean, that happens when you have really popular TikTok artists try to make a song.
It was popular, but I feel like when it initially released, she automatically got like a lot of hate. That song genuinely was pretty bad. Like the lyrics were trash. Absolutely horrible. So I mean, even though she had the clout, people still didn't like her music. I remember this because she got
the clout, so
she had.
I'm pretty sure she came on a song with Charlie XCX.
Yeah, she
pretty recently.
Yeah.
I think like there's this one clip going viral from that song. I feel like it's pretty catchy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think it's called Wanda Remix. It's the part where she screams, right?
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
I feel like people are like really on that stuff. So,
but again, because Addison Rae was on the track, people were kind of hating on that specific part because of Addison Rae. I think ever since people have considered, the TikTok era cringe, like the dancing thing, hype house and all that. They've been getting a lot of hate. So I mean, even with music, it's pretty bad. But yeah, I guess they've been releasing a lot of music though still.
Definitely. I mean, like after that whole era just died down, they've just been disregarded as like not good artists
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Okay.
that's why like they're
Yeah.
just getting a lot of hate in general.
Just
But
because
yeah,
people consider it cringe. Yeah.
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 So that's kind of sad though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like even some small artists have been, you know, introduced to TikTok as well. I feel like it's launched more careers in terms of small artists as well. Do you all know any in general?
I mean, yeah, I remember this one song called "I'm Mad at Disney" or something.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
No,
her,
I get
her
it. Yeah.
name Salem Elise or something. I don't know.
yeah, Salam Elise, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she released that one song. I think she was more of a one hit wonder with that one song, and then she released this
Yeah.
other song called "Me" or the PS5, and then
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I personally did not like that song, but yeah, she got a lot of hate for that song, and I think her music career has since then died down. But yeah, I think TikTok has definitely launched a lot of music
That
careers as
sudden
well.
spark of like
Yeah,
popularity.
I think it's more one hit wonders, but I've been seeing a lot of small artists getting that recognition on TikTok, using TikTok as
Exactly.
main source of marketing. But yeah, I mean it does play a really vital role in terms of music as well.
Yeah. I
Mm.
mean, even like YouTube artists in general have also been booming right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like Jojo Siva has made a mark
We're
on the
like back in.
industry.
I don't remember when it came out. I mean, you remember? I'ma come back like a boomerang.
Back with Boomerang.
Yeah,
I
bro.
was so
That was
obsessed with
that
that
was peak,
song.
bro.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that phase of Jojo Siva and this other guy, some Brad or something. This like child artist. I don't know. He was Jojo Siva's boyfriend or something. I don't know.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
no, you should know this guy. Okay, he was like I had like a big crush on him. I think he's like 30 or 20 or something now. He still releases music, but I think he collabed with Hasha Girls. I'm not sure if you know.
Oh my god,
Yes.
hashtag sisters. I was so oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Yeah, I think
I was so
Gorgeous
on their
Siva-
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely on like the rise again. The whole like baddie thing.
With
yeah.
oh yeah, I was a bad girl and she's just wear bows and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Karma
like-
is just it's just a song, let's just say. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's something.
it's no, genuinely it's a good song. Okay, apart from Jojo Siva singing, like the lyrics are genuinely good because
Okay.
I feel like I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this, but you know how the song initially was meant for Miley Cyrus, but
Yeah.
Jojo Siva was given the song because I think Jojo Siva, she's saying that she wants to transition into that emo girl, art girl era of I guess her like she's like changing her like theme personality or whatever, gay pop. She invented gay pop according to her, but I think she's trying to follow the footsteps of Miley Cyrus. You know how Miley Cyrus went from Hannah Montana to
yeah.
yeah, to what she is right now. But yeah, I think Miley Cyrus is a huge inspiration for Jojo Siva's alteration, I guess. But I'm not sure if you
Definitely.
listen to Karma's the original song. Like it was actually like an unreleased song by this other artist.
Really?
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It was. Actually, like apparently Jojo Siwa did not write this song and it was already released before.
Oh,
So she
I
just,
didn't know
and
that.
also the entire the lyrics and the tune, it's all the same. Like everything's the
Oh.
same. So she just
Yeah.
like took that
Oh
song.
wow.
And like
Okay.
and yeah, people were saying that oh yeah, Jojo Siwa claimed that she wrote this song. But apparently in like an interview she was like, no, I didn't. I took this song from
Oh
another
wow.
artist.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
And
that's
yeah.
interesting. I mean, talking about
Yeah.
JoJo Siwa, this reminds me of Kids Bop. Do you guys listen to Kids Bop?
I
Okay,
kind
so
of
I
did.
was I sort of did, but like I only listened to like those popular clips that went viral and stuff. I didn't listen to entire
I
songs of
personally
Kid Bop.
haven't. I personally didn't listen to Kids Bop, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still pretty popular that time, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I feel like the first kids pop like music, I mean, music video that I saw was "Sucker" by the Jonas Brothers. They covered that back in like
Oh, they
Oh.
did.
back
They
in
did?
back in 2019. So I think that's when I started getting into kids pop. Like, I was really into kids pop. Like, I wanted to audition for them. I was like
Wow.
Seriously?
I did, yeah. I was
Really?
obsessed with them, bro. I had a crush on the guy. That like one guy from Kids Pop. That one
What?
blonde guy. Yeah,
What?
yeah. I don't know. I was very addicted to social media. So eventually I did get into Kids Pop. I found it, and yeah. I did have an era.
Wow. That's
That's
interesting.
interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't that big of a fan of Kids Bop, but yeah. I'm pretty sure Shika also told us that she was a big fan of
No.
K-pop.
Yeah,
Then,
K-pop. Tell us
yeah.
about it.
Okay, I mean, yeah, this was again during COVID because a lot of my friends were. I guess Sushani also relates to this. I mean, you said a lot of your friends listen to Stray Kids and a lot of
Yeah.
K-pop bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, similarly, like a lot of my friends listen to a lot of Blackpink. Blackpink was pretty popular during like 2020. So I
Mhm.
mean, that's how I got into K-pop, and then I started getting into other bands. I hated BTS for some reason because they were like in a feud with Blackpink or something. That's like a whole different thing. But
Wow.
I did not like BTS for some reason. But yeah, I mean, I was really big on K-pop for a while. I bought their albums and everything. I don't know why I bought a BTS album. It's still there with me.
Wow.
That one Butter album. I spent $40 on that, and I don't
Oh
even
my
like the
gosh.
band. And it's
Seriously?
yeah.
That's so sad.
No, in fact, speaking about albums, I did buy an Olivia Rodrigo CD and a Conan Gray CD
Oh.
as well, and it's signed.
You
Oh,
told us about the
wow.
Conan Gay one.
Yeah, I told you about
Did
the
you
Conan
give it
Gray
away
one.
then?
I gave
Did
it
you
away,
give it away?
yeah, because I don't like
Oh.
Olivia Rodrigo or Conan Gray. I bought it for the
Oh.
clothes.
Going back to K-pop, I mean, I got into it. Well, I didn't get into it. I mean, I discovered it. No, actually, no. The first K-pop I discovered was Gangnam Style. Yeah, and then
Gangnam
obviously, yeah,
Style was like, oh, yeah.
but that's
That
like,
is iconic. Yeah.
yeah, and then I mean, I properly heard about it again through Just Dance. I think they had "Kill This Love" on there. Yeah, that song.
Oh my god.
Is it by
Oh my-
Blackpink?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Blackpink. Yeah.
the dances. Oh my god.
Wow.
Kill This
Yeah.
Love was so popular. I mean, the music video itself was like so extravagant in nature. That's what I
Yeah,
can say.
I mean, definitely that videos are very flashy. I guess.
Yeah, I think that's a thing with K-pop. All of their music videos are very, they get very, big with it. It's very vibrant, it's very high budget. So that's one thing I
Exactly.
guess is still common with K-pop today, and that's why, their MVs are like truly a spectacle. Like you cannot go wrong with a K-pop MV. But yeah, it's a big industry, and they genuinely still do release a lot of good music. So I mean, I'm not embarrassed to admit I still listen to a few K-pop songs. They're genuinely like good songs only. But yeah, I guess that era has died down, and I've been listening to a lot of hip hop these days. I think you guys also have been listening to a lot of hip hop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I started listening to Carti because I mean, yeah, Carti was popular at the time, and
Yeah.
I was
so-
pretty obsessed with Kendrick still. I still listen to him like occasionally I do. But yeah,
Yeah,
feel like
I
he
was
was
into Carti,
pretty
like
popular.
Chika said. Yeah, when it got like really popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started listening to Carti then.
what was your first like Carti song that you listened to?
Yeah, I mean Magnolia. I mean that was pretty popular,
Really?
wasn't it?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean it was, but I feel like because again because of TikTok, I started listening to Sky.
Oh yeah, Sky was so popular.
Yeah, Sky and that one I think this Nintendo remix I don't remember, but I think it was like a remix. But yeah, I guess it was a Carti song, and yeah, I eventually started listening to a lot of other opium style artists. So I got into a lot of Ken Carson and I think Destroy Lonely. So yeah, I think I had that era for a while.
Oh, interesting. I think I also like what Sushani said, that the whole Magnolia. I also got into that. That was the one of the first songs I listened to when Cardi released. Yeah, feel like that was pretty popular. I also think he released some song called like I Love You, I Hate You. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think that was pretty popular as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that album, a whole lot of red, that
yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah.
album was very popular. Because online, like I mean, even in person, a lot of my friends were listening to Carti, and eventually Carti also died down, and I started getting to mainstream hip hop. So I mean, I don't know if you would call Kanye mainstream, but yeah, I listen to a lot of Kanye. I still do, and
Me too.
I think
Yeah.
I got into Kanye because of I guess his new album, but genuinely his older albums sound really good, like better than Vultures. I think.
Yeah, I mean, Vultures was pretty popular. Vultures is pretty recent, I feel like. But definitely what you said, that his old songs were pretty popular as well. I mean, like, pretty good. Yeah, and better in general.
I mean,
So,
apart from hip hop as well, I mean, my mom, she said she listened to a lot of Backstreet Boys. I mean, you might have. I
yeah.
Want It That Way was pretty popular. So
Hmm.
yeah, I listened to a lot of Backstreet Boys as well. And yeah, I still listen to a lot of 2000 1990s pop music. I guess whatever was mainstream at the time.
I mean, I recently just listened to like some Bob Marley songs. I mean, he's pretty
Oh
popular.
yeah,
So I feel
I
like his most popular song, Could You Be Loved? That's a very
mm,
popular one of his. Yeah. So
definitely
the
yeah.
2000s was like a pretty big era for music in general, like 1990s. Again, going back to like the whole Tupac, Snoop Dogg thing.
Um,
Um, yeah, that was a pretty big phase. And then I also think I listened to like a couple Beatles songs.
mm,
Uh,
mm.
yeah, I think, and then ABBA, AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
mean,
like ABBA was a big part of 2000s in general. Yeah.
definitely. I mean, ABBA. I mean, I'm not really big on ABBA and like Queen and all that. I don't personally listen to a lot of songs. I mean, yeah, they do make a really good. They have a really good discography. But I like a lot of ABBA songs. I like a lot of Prince songs as well. I mean, like before, like when I was in America, they were having a lot of concerts. Not like the ones that you paid for, the ones that they had in public. So they were playing like a lot of these 2000s music, and that's when I listened to a lot of this, and I was like, okay, this genuinely like slaps. So I think that's when I started getting to a lot of 2000s music in general. Yeah, 1990s. Yeah, I guess you could say 1990s.
Interesting. You also said you listened to Avril Lavigne as well, right?
Yeah, Avril Lavigne. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I think Avril Lavigne, Kesha, they were like
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
own. They had their own.
Kesha. Yeah,
Yeah,
They
I mean,
ruled the 2000s. Yeah.
they did.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So speaking of like 2000s music, I mean, I'm sure so I mean, we were talking about like YouTube music earlier as well. So I mean, there was this did you guys ever hear of the ASDF movies?
ASDF?
Where there's like that one, the muffin song and everything.
Oh,
Ah,
the
yeah,
Muffin
yeah.
song.
The
Oh,
Muffin
okay,
song,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's so
muffin song,
iconic.
the train song. I mean, I'm not sure if you've heard of the train song, but I know the muffin song's pretty popular. Anyway, like I mean, there were lots of songs like that I would just click on as a kid. Especially PPAP. You know that really yeah, that really popular video of that like Asian man like doing like the pineapple pen, apple pen, that stuff.
Mm.
Where that was like peak. I don't know why I watched that video over and over again, but I mean, it was great entertainment. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you
Definitely.
would call it music or just like a video, but I mean, it was a great like experience, I guess.
Pen
Did you
Pineapple
guys
Apple.
have anything like that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I feel
mean,
like I also listen to PPAP a lot. And then I feel like I got introduced to it by my brother. We used to like listen to it all the time. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was a pretty big phase. Yeah.
Yeah, just silly songs like that. I mean, it's raining tacos. I mean, that was just like a like a really silly fun phase, I guess. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, those are those were all like real music, okay? I genuinely still, I still like that special type of music. I mean, I genuinely still, I still listen to it. I mean, yeah, whenever I play Roblox once in a while, they're always blasting tacos or the Creeper
Wow.
song. Or
Wow.
I think there was this coconut song as well.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
What?
the
I am the
coconut song,
coconut
yeah.
hand.
Yeah, the coconut song.
Yeah.
And I listened. I mean, because I was an iPad kid. I listened to I watched a lot of YouTube compilations. I mean, copyright music was it was a huge part of my life. I think that one song they always used to play on music compilations on YouTube. I don't know what the name of the song was, but I listened to a lot of copyright music as well, and I genuinely still like it. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, you probably must have listened to it too, but like still, I genuinely
Copyright music is like a low-key fire, honestly.
exactly.
Yeah.
People are missing out, bro. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
people are missing out, honestly.
Wow.
But
I feel like I mean, I've seen this a lot of Instagram. People are trying to go back to 2014. Playing like OG 2012 YouTube
Travel
music
back
in
in
the background.
time. Yeah.
And I honestly like really want to go back and relive the 2014 era because like genuinely that was the best time of my life. I think I was
I
genuinely
feel like
happy.
that was a great era, honestly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was going to talk about like more about how music shows have also recently been like booming and stuff, especially with like the Grammys and stuff. So that's been
Okay.
a
Yeah, the
pretty big
Grammys
talk. Yeah.
definitely. I mean, did you watch any other music shows other than the Grammys?
I feel like I watched more. I mean, before I used to watch a lot of like Indian music shows, but then I also like branched into
Okay.
like The Voice and stuff. So yeah, The Voice was pretty
Okay.
popular in general.
Wait,
I
I
feel
have
like I
a
watched.
question.
Yeah, tell
Though.
me.
I mean, like, if we were to talk about music, like shows, I guess. I mean, I guess we would divide them into, the ones where they received awards and the ones where people competed on. Did we ever have like a music like the Grammys? Do we have anything like that here in India? Like, do we genuinely have
Do
something
we
like that?
have something like that? I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure there is. I mean, but I don't know if it's like. See, India has such a wide range of shows in general, but they do have award shows for music, like music artists as well. So, but I feel like it comes into that whole category of like movies in general because like Academy Awards and stuff like that.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
music is taken from movies in India more often, right? More
Yeah.
often than not.
Okay. That
So
makes sense. Yeah.
they categorize it into like one thing if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Okay, that
Okay.
makes sense because
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
because in the Indian industry, a lot of the music that most people listen to here are from movies, so that makes
Exactly.
sense.
Yeah.
But I feel like recently there have been a lot of solo artists rising. I think
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
it's happened with a lot of singers that originally did sing on movie tracks, but yeah, like Sid Sriram and Arman Malik, they've
Yeah.
been releasing their own EPs recently. Yeah?
I mean, recently, Arman Malik, if I'm not wrong, he's been branching out more into like English songs now.
Really? Okay.
And like, yeah, he's like now moved into that whole genre. I think he collabed with like I don't know, like some pop artist, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, and he also performed yesterday in Hyderabad. If you all didn't know.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw.
okay.
I think same thing with Sid Sriram as well. He's been. I mean, he originally is an American, so he's been releasing a lot of English music as well on the side. And yeah, I think this has been happening with a lot of, I guess, South Indian artists. I'm not sure. Maybe similar. I think similar things have been happening with North Indian artists as well. I think Arjit Singh. I'm not sure. Does he release his own singles?
I feel like he doesn't. I don't think so. He does, but he does do a lot of like more Hindi movies and stuff. Yeah, he doesn't release his own
Okay.
music though. Yeah, but I feel like Arman Malik is the main person, main example of like solo artists
Exactly.
coming in rise in Bollywood and stuff. So yeah.
And I think Ed Sheeran like recently visited India as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. he also performed with I don't think so. I don't know if this was in India, but he did perform with Diljit Dosanjh,
Yeah,
who was
yeah,
like
I
the
saw. Yeah.
yeah, and like that whole clip went viral and everything because he was singing Punjabi. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the clip.
I
Exactly.
think
yeah,
Diljit Singh also is like a really good example of a solo artist. I mean, he's been releasing a
definitely,
lot of
yeah.
movies.
He's been like booming right now. Like he also performed at Coachella. Like
He did.
wow, yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
He did, and
He
I
did.
think there was another Punjabi singer as well. This guy from Canada. What's his name? He sang that one. I think it's called Brown Munde. What's his name?
That
Uh,
dude. Oh my
Something with
gosh.
N.
Why do I don't remember. Wait, what is his name? Was it AP Dillon?
Yiffy Dillon. Yeah.
Did
Oh my
he
god.
did he actually perform at Coachella? I
Yeah,
don't.
he did. And he broke a
Oh,
guitar as
that's
well.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Indian artists, similar to AP Dillon, are getting a lot of recognition. Even a lot of indie artists are from India.
Yeah.
They did perform. I mean, we just
Mhm.
don't know about them because they aren't as big as Diljit Dosanjh and AP Dillon. But we've been getting a lot of recognition, as a country as well. A lot
Yeah,
of
that's
Yeah,
really
definitely.
nice. It's spreading globally.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
great. Okay, well, I mean that we talked so much about music in this one, and well, I mean, I guess that's the end of this episode. If you like this episode, please rate it 5 out of 5, and yeah, so tune in for another episode next Monday, and yeah, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.